before. So yesterday was Black Friday. I didn't go anywhere. I'm not about to. Our Walmart's the only store in town, really, and it's like 10 miles away. And I don't feel like fussing about out there. I'm like, I'll just get stuff online. I don't like impulse buying anyway. These two things I have had on my want list since Avi and Savage got them. When Avi and Savage got them, I was like, oh, I gotta have them because not because Avi and Savage has them, but because number one, I've always loved Shinobi since I was a kid. Freaking love Shinobi. Golden Axe is a game that I remember playing the overhead original Golden Axe, and then when came on Sega Genesis, like whoa, this is like completely better. So I played Golden Axe 1 and then whatever the Sega Genesis version is. Or was that called something else? It was something like Golden Axe, but I've loved Golden Axe, the game. This is not my favorite character from Golden Axe, but I hope that they get more. So please support the line. Gileas Thunderhead. I like the sorcerer. Now, they only show 3 people on the cover. They show him, the woman that's a swordsman, and the man that's a swordsman. But if you remember the game, you could play up to 4 different people at one time. So I am very excited about getting this one. And yes, they are a good size too. They're not terribly big. They're about. I just saw 2 rulers on the floor too. Rulers get to the floor when cats jump up here. They knock them down. All right, so I think they're about 4.5. They're supposed to be 4 inches tall, but I think they're pushing the boundaries. Now here's an 8 centimeter tall figure, which he is under 3.7, about 3.5 inches. So yeah, they're a little bit pushing it over the 4-inch boundary, really. But they're supposed to be called, they're Sega's 4-inch line, but they're really a bit more, which is fine because for superheroes, I've become accustomed to, of course, with me being when I was a kid having Secret Wars, you're never going to get skill. This just came, so those, I had to go pick them up at the store yesterday, but I didn't go anywhere yesterday. It's freezing also. I went this morning really early, plus I need to get some groceries on. It's like, might as well. And then also got some Transformers this morning. I bought 2 online for $15. I love this car. They've done several versions of it. I didn't even know this version existed, but this is the Sideswipe mold, and it's actually, according to that picture right there, this is the Earthrise version of Sideswipe, but this is, of course, a different character. This is Wheeljack, and that's the Armada version. It's completely different than the Wheeljack you and I grew up on in their G1 series. Cosmo, I've never seen either one of these at my store. My Walmart gets nothing. I've been looking for these since 2 weeks ago when people said, oh, the pallets are going out. And I'm like, not in my Walmart. And that was like 2 Saturdays. This is the 3rd Saturday from that Saturday, the 13th. The 15th, I was down in North Myrtle Beach at their Walmart picking up some of the model kits that I did the little thing on. They didn't have any either. I figured they get a bit better stuff than we do. I'll just throw it over here, I guess. Hold on. Trying to figure out where to put this stuff out. My table is cleaned off, but now it's overrunning again. So we'll just put it down here on the bottom part. And let's see, what was the other one? I got them out of order here. So the other one I ordered on the Thursday, actually, because if you order these on Thursday, you pick them up on Friday. I already have the gears that was on the card. Now, this gears might be different. First off, I don't remember having blue arms, so that could be one difference. I heard the heads are different, so I'm not 100% sure. So I have the gears on the card. Oh, and by the way, you might be thinking, well, aren't you going to get a double character like gears? Well, for $15 instead of $25, I'm okay with getting something for free, basically, and getting $10 off the figure I want. So when I first saw these, I was not impressed with these. I was like, I never really cared for the Rock Lords. Plus, it's a Rock Lord. It looks like a helicopter that's been in the ocean and was pulled up and like, oh my gosh, it crystallized or something under the ocean. But then again, it's also got something interesting to that. It's an interesting thing. So I got Shard and I got another Gears. I do want to compare it to my Gears. Gears is a really good Transformer. So, and if you get 2 of the same car, it's not the end of the world. And for $15, I may just leave it in the package if I take a good look at mine and side by side with it. These, I have the Scorponok, I think, or maybe it is Double Punch, and I just thought it was Scorponok. But I swear mine was purple and something. When I saw this, I was like, that's not the one I have. I have that mold, let me put it that way. I don't know if he's Double Punch or Scorponok or whatever from the movie. But I swear mine was purple. Purple and whatever from the last night was what I think it is. This is Rise of the Beast. Oh yeah, it was Rise of the Beast. Last night, no. It was the last movie is what I was trying to think of, which is Rise of the Beast. So, the Decepticon Hatchet. Okay, is this the guy with the dreads? Because the way it looks right here, that looks like his head, but clearly his head is way back there. And you can't look on the back because I got the big black, board on it. So I was like, yeah, that looks pretty cool, actually. I don't like the movie ones that much, but some of them are actually pretty darn cool. All right, so I got that one this morning for $15. They had a few left, like a stack. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4 on top at one of those drop bins, and a bunch of Play-Doh to the right of it and going all the way down. You just got to dig through them. But I already kind of got a picture of what I was going to get. That one I was considering from the picture. This one was a no-brainer. This thing right here, when I saw the picture online, it did not show this mode. So I assumed it was a Bumblebee that I already had. But I was like, oh crap, it's this mode. Yeah, I never had that one. I never seen this one in store. This one, I just got it for like $20, I think, online. $25, $20 online because I was like, I love this car. So as soon as I saw it online, I grabbed it. This is not the same mold as the other one. I know you're like, it's a Lamborghini. Shouldn't it be the same one? It's not. This is the one that's based on the Minosaur. But it's like G2 Minosaur. See, G2 Universe Breakdown. Minosaur is, of course, the combiner mode. So I'm like, it's okay to have 2 of these. I'm fine with that. This is a gorgeous car. I don't mind having a fleet of these. So this one I do already have. If I had a crystal ball, I would first off get rid of it and repent of my sins. That way, not to get saved, I would just repent, saying I shouldn't be husband. But if I knew what the future held when it came to this, I would have held off on that one, of course. But I don't mind having 2 of that one. This is what I bought it for. All right, now the piece de resistance. The thing that just came in the mail while I was on the live stream. I kept on, like, it was like 2 cars away. And when I was outside, she actually went down the wrong way. So there's 2 parallel roads in my neighborhood. They used to go out to the main street around a pond. About 15 years ago, a hurricane knocked down a massively huge tree, destroying this side of the road. Now, I never went that way, to be honest with you. I always went that way because I always went to say, hey, Katie, to my aunt who used to live up there. And she'd always be outside watering her roses. Anyway, and plus this way, it's really sandy. And I remember when I was a kid, like when I was like a teenager, I did come down that way one time and almost got stuck. And I was like, nope, I do not ever want to get stuck again. That's a terrifying thought. This is the most expensive thing I bought. And somebody said, oh, those 150 comic books you could have bought. So for $149 for Black Friday, it's long overdue. The phone I'm on right now, it does have a good camera, but it has no memory. And this other phone, this one's I'm doing right now, this is an iPhone SE. This phone right here is the iPhone 7 from, I don't know, before the pandemic. Whenever you see the quality of the videos, I can tell the difference. The SE looks better than that one. This one makes, it just feels like it felt fine until I got this. And then this feels flat, but it's got a longer memory and a better battery for some reason. This one is just terrible. So I was like, you know what? It's high time that I upgrade. I've been looking at iPhone. I like iPhones as far as taking videos. And when I heard the other day, somebody said, I think it was MTB said that doesn't yours have a pause button? Like, no. Why, do modern ones have pause buttons? Because I was like, I really wish they had a pause button. He's like, yeah, the modern ones do. I was like, oh, I have to get something upgraded now because this is one of my biggest pet peeves is that when I'm making a video, I can't push the pause button. Like if I need to get some water or I just need to refresh or I need to open a package without having like crinkle, crinkle, crinkle like I'm doing right now, which is fine for a live video. But when I do my other videos, I feel like people are probably getting really irritated. So there it is. It is I asked this morning, I was like, so if it's up here, then why, I better not turn that towards you. I guess there's some information down here. So it's a total wireless, but I'm not going to use it for a phone. And I think after 2 months, after you actually bought the phone, Then it opens up for anybody else. But I'm just buying this honestly as a camera. Now, maybe thinking $150 for a camera. Yes. I bought a video camera that was rubbish for about $100, and it was big and bulky, and I'd rather work with this. Now let's see, is this the same size? It looked okay, so it's a little bit bigger because my current actual phone that I use as a phone, neither one of these phones are my actual phone, because I found a long time ago when you're trying to make a video and somebody calls you, yeah, it ruins what you're doing. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, it's got two cameras on it. Now this one only has one, the other one has one. I heard it does a lot better for, depth of the videos. I'm not sure what this little thing is, probably to help with the depth perception, and that's a flash, of course. So total important information. So I am very happy. I'm gonna get this thing set up, not right now on camera, obviously. It'll be a very big boring video. But yeah, I'm just letting you know, because I think Grayman said something about, yeah, make sure you put it on there where you get it. I'm like, I think he was just joking, but whatever. He doesn't like iPhones, but I'm like, I think we train ourselves to hate something that's expensive, and I do. I think iPhone is unnecessarily expensive, but for $150, I mean, come on, that's not out of the question. The $800, that's out of the question. I don't need the latest greatest phone. I just need something that iPhone 13 is fine for me. My name's not Spielberg. I'm not making any money off of anything. Aren't you monetized? Yeah, I'm monetized, but it's not like I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like, I had a friend who just passed away, unfortunately, but he was on YouTube. His name is Detector Mo. He was making like $5,000 a month doing YouTube videos. I was like, holy crap. And that's why I was like, maybe I should get monetized, because I was like, I'm not gonna get monetized. I don't, you don't make any money. I thought, hey, if they're putting commercials on my videos anyway, maybe I should get a cut of that, because I'm just giving it away for free at this point. And it's kind of what it is, because I haven't dropped a single dime from them. So, this is weird. It's a lightning. Now usually they don't go lightning to this. So is it lightning on the bottom? That's what I'm a little bit confused about, because it's lightning and C. Normally it goes lightning to USB. I do believe that it's still lightning on the bottom. That's fine. But I think it can charge, like, I've actually got a charger in my room, which I where's my Sharpie at? I need to block in, because at nighttime, it's blue until the phone finally charges and then it turns red. But then, of course, it goes back to blue again because it'll uncharge, how it goes back and forth all night. I need to go black that in, because blue light blares out while you're trying to sleep. Every time I buy something for my room, I make sure it's a red light. Because I remember when I was a kid, I had a stereo in my room. Those green letters on the stereo, I had to put a towel, the glass door on those old stereos we used to have in the cabinets. I had to put a towel to make it where I didn't blind me while I was trying to sleep. I hate light while I'm trying to sleep. I like it pitch black. And red doesn't blur out, because, red shifting, blue shifting, if you know anything about astronomy. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Oh, is this for the, So this is like for the card. But you don't put in an extra card, so it must be just for the GPS cardware. It's kind of nice. I'm going to have to get a different cover for it. I like silicone covers. Like, this is a silicone cover, and the one I got on here is a silicone cover, because it's just better. And and the charger, I got a charger in my room and a charger in there, so this one will charge on the, they'll switch places, because one of them's not being used until now, because this one charges on those little magnetic charger from my jobs. This one does not, because it's iPhone 7. The iPhone SE charges on those, and I'm pretty sure this one will, because it's after SE, and this, I forgot how old the SE is. This used to be my dad's phone, but then he kept breaking it and dropping it, and you couldn't figure out how to use it. And you couldn't teach him. It was so sad. But anyway, so just letting you know, a little heads up of what's going on. I did get a new phone, and I'm going to have to figure out how to just set it up. We're just going to set it up. We're not going to hook it to any wireless service, because I'm just using it as a camera. That's all. But I guess I got to set up the store on it anyway. All right. Well, hey, I see one person there. Thank you for coming by and just hanging out with me for a few minutes. I will see you guys later.